because of all the years that had gone by before we was back in the Challenge Cup final, it was a very memorial day, and it was such a hype to go down to Wembley, to the new Wembley as well, which was great, and could walk down Wembley Way. It was just amazing. And then to win the game was just, you know, cherry on the cake, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very good.
I mean, it's the same for me. I just remember, because obviously being from Warrington, the whole family are into the club and season ticket holders, so sharing the coach trip down with your whole family, your friends, thinking, oh my God, we're actually in the Challenge Cup final. As you say, walking up Wembley Way, seeing primrose and blue everywhere, it was just unreal. It was something I never thought I'd experience in my lifetime, because, you know, for the first 19 years of my life, we'd just been dealing in glorious failure or no glory at all. So for us to even get to the final was spectacular. But as you say, like, we scored dead early on. Richie Mathers scored early doors after about 70 seconds, settled the nerves, and then I always remember right towards the end, even though we had quite a comfortable lead, I thought, we can still blow this. This is Warrington, we can still mess this up. And I think Mickey Hyam dropped the ball with about 90 seconds to go, and I thought, oh God, no, not again, Warrington. But thankfully we saw it home, and seeing Morley and Braze lift that trophy is probably one of the greatest moments of my life, which is quite sad to say, really.
Yeah, mine was probably a little bit different to Richie's, because I remember I'd played quite a few games leading up to in 2009. Leading up, I'd played in the quarter final, and then it was the week leading up to the game, and I remember Tony coming over to me and said, "Oh, you know, I'm probably going to go with someone else this week, and I'm going to go with Tyke, and you're going to be 18th man for me." So at the time, for me, it was really gutting, and it was hard. But then once I'd come round, and you do it for the team, so that you know, I had to be strong for the team, and I had a job to do as 18th man. So then the excitement then started to build for me even more. Just even though, you know, because I was fortunate enough to be the 18th man for the team, I didn't quite play, but I was still involved. I was on the pitch. I warmed up with the lads, and then I think from then my biggest memories are, you know, the excitement leading up to the game, when we had the fans waiting at the stadium. I remember being upstairs, looking out at one of the rooms in the north stand, and looking at how many fans had come to wave us off, and you know, it was an incredible feeling. It gives me goosebumps now thinking about it. And then obviously the whole experience then, the excitement of everyone leading up to the week, Challenge Cup final week is a massive buzz, and it was a great experience just to be involved with. And then obviously getting the result against Huddersfield was incredible, and you know, the passes and after were pretty good as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, just to echo Mitch's his comments there, I think one of the big reasons why we were successful in 9 and 10 was the squad we had as well. You know, people deal with disappointments, and it wasn't just about the 17, and we had fantastic people in and around the club, staff and players. And 2009, I think when we beat Wigan in the semi-final, it's probably the most emotional I'd ever been, knowing we were going to go to Wembley. And the week was just an amazing week. Obviously I was travelling over from Leeds, but the town was just awash with primrose and blue, and goodwill, and just to echo what Mitch said, really, just the week was perfect, and then to have the trip down to Wembley was a dream come true. Vividly remember sort of stood in the tunnel with Abide With Me playing, and yeah, to get the result, obviously I managed to sneak over early doors. That was a bit of a blur, but another really vivid memory is just seeing all my family going crackers as we're walking back after the try. Just special times, and then obviously the bus trip back is sacred, because it's just you, all the players, and it's just, and the staff. I had a real good time on the bus back, and then coming into Golden Square and through the town. I've never seen as many people in all my life. That's, you know, just you could really see how much it meant to the whole town. You know, that not just the people on the day, but when we got back, it was just amazing.
I think I remember there was quite a short turn round from a staff point of view to actually knowing you were going to Wembley, to actually having to get prepared. I remember the volume of tickets that we were expected to sell, and actually think, you know, all the ticketing staff having to fathom out how to sell all these tickets as quickly as possible around the stadium. I don't think at that time we sold them online, so it was a matter of opening all the turnstiles, sorting out all the different blocks and price points for Wembley, and everybody, all hands on deck, manning those stations. But it was just a great experience. I think we were lucky enough after we'd won the cup as well to actually have the trophy to take round and show to businesses and to schools, and quite bizarre having the Challenge Cup trophy in the back of my car, jalopying it round to all these different places, and thinking it's in the back of my little Fiesta here. But yeah, it was fab.
I think for me at the time, I was actually working in one of the local high schools, Beaumont High School, and just the way it consumed the whole school was just phenomenal. The lead up, the enthusiasm, all of the talk around the school was around, we're going to Wembley, we're going to the Challenge Cup final, and everybody in the school seemed to be going to Wembley that day, and it was for someone that is obviously kind of from the south, to see the way that it impacts on children, adults and families, it's just a completely unique experience, and one for me that I'll never forget when I was working in that school.